Oh. Couldn't tell if the music was playing them, but it is. I'll play it again now. Right, we're live. Hello. We'll just wait to see if anyone jumps in. With your body. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? First week of a schedule of some sorts that I'm going to try and follow. And it's going well. It was nice to have a little break yesterday, especially after the long grind that we had. I wouldn't say it was a grind. Just consecutive days of streaming it soon catches up on you when you even when you don't realise it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the ins and outs from the January window, and then going to go through the 5 fixtures that I played within that time as well. And then once we've gone through all that, we will get into the meat of today's episode, which will be us continuing season 2 with Nice, trying to claim hopefully a trophy. And I say hopefully with bated breath because, you know, it's early days. It's only season 2. If we can get the French Domestic Cup or the Conference League, it would be nice. But we know that there's some challenges along the way for both of those. So firstly, we will go on with the outs. Now there were 5 outs in total. 3 loans actually, sorry. Thuram eventually went for 55 million up front from Bayern. We said, I think we agreed on a figure of 58 in the summer, but 55 was the closest I could get to that fee, so we took it, and that gave us a big chunk of what we could use to spend. The only downside to that though was is that we were locked in terms of the wages that we could spend, and then it created a lot of problems because I had the transfer budget to go out and get players that I'd like to have brought in, but unfortunately because the gym wouldn't allow me to adjust the wage budget accordingly, I was unable to bring some players in, so I ended up getting 3 loans in and a permanent deal. Arnell was a player that we looked at in the summer, I believe, or we were looking at to replace Todibo if Todibo had left. Now he went to PSG, didn't play. He's now come to us. He has been able to play because I think we've got an injury or a suspension here and there. But he went to PSG for 18. We brought him for 14. So we've paid 4 million less than what we would have done in the summer. But you could say there's a chance we've got half a play because he's not been able to develop maybe as much as he'd like if he'd have played for PSG. We also got Rodrigo Ribeiro, a young lad, a young striker. It was just to add as a backup, to give us a third option, essentially, because we only had 2. That's great, but I needed another option because I couldn't. It's not like I could have gone out and got even a solid option to be number 2 because, again, I wasn't able to adjust the wage budget. So that sort of put me on the back foot straight away. So I went out and got this young lad. He's here for the rest of the season. He'll go back to Sporting. No harm done. Backup left back because Benjamin Mendy seems to be getting injured a ridiculous amount. But this lad seems like he could fit in as a decent second choice. No worries, not a problem there at all. And if he needed to play, he's solid. He's solid at rotation and solid for 20. Definitely someone to look at for the future as we move on to see hopefully how he develops. If he develops well, we can definitely bring him on the journey with us as we need to move around Europe. I just wanted another strong centre back, so I went out and got Nathan on loan. It was easier to get some loan deals done as we was able to spend the transfer budget in a sense and not so much the wage budget. So it was easier to make the decision of, right, let's go out there and get these players on loan. Right, it's short term and it's a small cost, but hopefully it means that in the summer, when we might have to sell some more players, the wage budget will be able to adjust accordingly as well. So that's where we're at with that. Fixtures, we've been unlucky. We've played 5, 3 of them were cup games, which 2 were convincing. We went 2-0 up. No, it was 1-0, 1-1, then 2-1, and then we ended up seeing it out. Rooney getting injured there. But the league we've not been great in. And we start today with a game against Lens in 3rd and Rennes in 2nd. So it's a good place to come back to and start at. And we're not that far off the Lens game either. And then I believe not far from that is PSG. No, we've already played. I must have played PSG last stream. And then we've got them second to last game of the season. But I hope you're all well. Hope you're having a good week. We've hit sort of the midway point of the week. And we've got a big weekend coming up as well. Well, hopefully we've got a big weekend coming up. I'm hoping it's as successful as it can be. But I'm doing a 12-hour charity live stream on Saturday. And it's just more about, you know, it's raising awareness for a wonderful local charity. It's about trying to help this charity that's only, it's probably 4 or 5 years old. Continue to provide, just provide excitement for children that probably may never thought they could, or their parents never thought they could. And I believe that it is the top link in the description as well. If it'll take you to the Just Giving page, but on the Just Giving page there is about a 10 or 11 minute video that I put together yesterday and started to push around social media yesterday, and then hopefully tomorrow, Friday, with it being the 24-hour countdown, I'll push it a little bit more. And then Saturday, it'll be all over my social feed throughout the entire day. You know, I'll probably end up annoying people till I'm blue in the face. But not only will I be sharing it, I'm hoping that people that I know, if you know, it's not just about donating, it is about raising that awareness. And it's like saying, look, this charity's out there. This is what this charity does, and it's different. I would say it's not a charity I've ever seen before. Do please check out the link and just give the video a watch. It's a journey, but it's a journey that's different. I would say it's not something that you'd really expect to see. I feel like it's a little bit more close than probably what you'd get from others. So as we go into this game, we haven't got Rooney. We don't have Rooney for 2 to 4 weeks. I don't know why I keep yawning. I've been fine up until now. It's probably because I've started talking. The ops well and truly spat his dummy out because I don't play him. So I don't want his negativity around. He can go. But I think that's what we'll go with, I reckon. Yeah, we'll go with this for our first game. I mean, we can change it, you know, if that's what you want. If it means you won't stay up at night, we'll do it, you know. But we'll see how we get on. I don't really want to leave us exposed at the back if you start charging forward, but Lens with the first highlight, and it's a great save, and it's going to go for a corner. And straight away, 4 minutes in, we're on the back foot. Corner comes in, headed away. Still defending though, Welton. Left hand side. And Sanson picks it up on the edge of our box. Now looks to counter. And with a heavy touch loses the ball and finishes the highlight off. Here we go, we come back to Lens on the ball, but we do win it back again. Back to the keeper. Nice movement. Playing it through the channels. It's a lovely little run, this. Ooh, was he being greedy there? Could he have done more with it? There's always a possibility. Can we keep them in the half? We've forced a dodgy header. Here we go. Passing it around, keeping possession. That's what we like to see. Patience. Great ball. Ball on the... Oh, yes! A ball along the face of goal. And Moffey taps it in. And it's opened up the scoring for us here. At home. It's 1-0 Nice. And we're in charge. We're in charge. And even then, look. We only just creep into the top 4. Point behind Marseille. 7 points behind Rennes, who are next up. But we don't need to worry about them just yet. We need to get through this game here with Lens. And then we can focus on that. We've got a free kick here. Sanson, ball in. Back sticks to Debo. Hits the post, I think. No. I'm not sure. Not sure if it was saved or he hit the post. But it's a great opportunity for us there to make it 2-0. And we've not taken it. And it's half time, just like that. We're happy with that. Keep it up. Keep up that level of performance. But it's a corner to Lens to start off the second half. Still got it. What a hit that is. And I think that would have been top bins. I'm not sure if it's saved or hit the bar again. But what an effort. What a strike. We've won only 80% of our headers in this game. That is good. Okay. I must have clicked the wrong one when shouting from the touchline. Alex on the left. Boga. What a ball that is. Oh, what a ball that is. And what a finish. I think that's the first time finish from Moffey. That is wonderful. And it's 2-0. Now, you'd have thought this would have been a tightly fought contest, but it looks like we've come out and we're absolutely dominating them. It's lovely stuff. Mendy to come on right back. Yeah. Not what I'd want to do, but it looks like we're going to have to do it that way. We'll get Sebastian on. I think he's been out injured, but we'll bring him on. Try and get him back up to full fitness. And I think we'll leave it there. 3 subs. With just over 20 minutes to go. It's looking comfortable. Even though Lens have had probably the majority of the highlights. Sorry, majority of the highlights. We've really have done well here. And that's a poor pass. Counter attack for Lens. What a ball that is. Is it offside? Referee's giving it offside. I imagine VAR are going to check this. They are. And it's been awarded. Well, well. Gonna have to concentrate now. Another highlight for Lens. Surely not. Surely not. My days. Now it is Mendy on that right hand side, but he seems to be getting shredded. But we had to make the change. Fitness was becoming an issue. Tired legs were becoming apparent. Our last two changes are going to be defensive ones to see if we can hold on to this lead. Just running down the clock in additional time. Oh no. A free kick to Lens. Can they... Oh no, Mendy's intercepted. To Moffey. Moffey plays it through to Sanson. A counter-attack is on now. But we're outnumbered. Mendy plays it... Well, it's in. Oh, what a ball. What a ball to Rodrigo... Is it Ribeiro? Oh, it's disallowed. What? He's been denied a goal. On loan, coming off the bench. But VAR has denied him that goal. But we take the 3 points. And we can be happy with that. That is a good performance. Stats say otherwise, but I think they had a last minute like spurt at the end. Where they really put the pedal to the metal. And we've sponged it to the best of our ability. Moffey gets a double. It's an amazing performance by Moffey. But now we've got to focus and move on to the next game, which is Rennes, who have only just beaten Lille 1-0 with a 62-minute winner. There, I reckon we do give the lads a break. Just a small break, nothing too exotic. Just a couple of days just to really rest up, really recoup. And then we'll go into the Stade Rennes game fully fit and raring to go. Because it's another 3 points that is vital to this season in the long run. Truly is vital to whether we, finish in Europa League or the Conference League. Now, if we were to chase the Europa League as a league position, winning the Conference League would be a must, because then you're not going to be in it. You're not going to be able to win it the season after. Sorry, you're going to have to wait. Semi-final draw for the French Cup. Okay, we're at home, if they do the semi-finals at home or not, or if it's at a neutral ground. And we will face Lille or Rennes. Or Rennes? No, it's Rennes, I think. Which means we've avoided PSG the entire way. If we make it to the final, we have avoided PSG. Which is incredible. Absolutely incredible to go all this way and avoid PSG, and to say the only time that you could face them is in the final is brilliant. But the only way we can do that is by getting the job done, and we've still got teams to beat before we get to that point. And who knows, PSG might even make it. There could be a shock, they could slip up, so we could be lucky. We could go all the way. I believe that's the last of the round of 16 games. No, first legs. Okay. Wow. Roma drew 4-4. That's huge. What a game that is. Imagine if we chose to watch that as a midweek. Day before we play in our league game. Yeah, it's pop. Go watch Roma play. 4-4. Spectacular. Would have been insane. Still got time on Rooney yet. But we're going to go unchanged. The best we can do currently. But the difficulty of this is when we start playing in the Conference League again. Fitness will then become an issue. You'll be playing 2 games a week. 2 games every 3 to 4 days. Depending, because it should be realistically Thursday, Sunday. So Thursday to Sunday is what, Friday, Saturday. It's 2 and a bit days, if that, if you want to call it that. And then from Sunday to Thursday, it's 4 days. So your league game to Europa League game, there's a far greater rest period than there is from your Europa League game to your league game. So it's almost like you'd want easier games after your Conference League midweek fixtures than you would do with it being the other way around. And we're holding the ball around the box here. Gay played it in, but the shot has gone over, and it's a goal kick. Very slow start between both sides. 3 shots in total, 2 for us, 1 for them. We have got a throw in on the left hand side. Alex Vale, ball over the top. Oh my days! Was that a poor defensive header there? It looked like a poor defensive header. 1 minute. Let's just roll that back. Let's just roll that back. So, it looks like Vale looks to play the ball over the top. Yeah, the defender looks to flick it on, but has flicked it towards Moffey, which has allowed Moffey to flick the ball, or just header the ball into the back of the net. And a defensive error has cost Rennes here, and we are 1-0 up. Awful. Good interception, but a poor pass all the same. Crawford. This left hand side, I'm not really sure what was happening there. But we've picked up the loose ball and the keeper's giving it away. And it's a defensive error to another defensive error. And we have allowed them back in the game because of a silly mistake. We have allowed them back in the game because of a silly mistake. One that you shouldn't be making at this point of the season. Shouldn't be just passing it out willy-nilly like that into open space with no power, no vindication. That is a great goal there to put us back in front. Now we need to push on. We need to secure, solidify this lead and not lose it again to some poor decision making. Like what happened with the first. We've got a free kick now. Sanson puts it into Debo, flicks it on, and Blocker has got a third, uncontested. VAR even looking at it. It's clean as a whistle, gone in the back of the net, and it is indeed 3-1. And with an XG of 1.3, we are 3-1 up. It's half time. Is the game done and dusted? Is the game over already? Gotta see the game out now. Like casual. Minutes to go. Melvin Bard. Rodrigo. Mendy. Oh no, actually, let's go Baselli. We'll leave it at that. Moffey's not through, offside. Oh, it's coming back to Moffey absolutely steaming it. But he was offside. Just over 10 minutes to go. Just need to see this game out. Corner, saved and cleared. Bard looking to start the counter. And he does. What a ball in. Oh, that's unfortunate that. Rodrigo with a lovely ball into Moffey, but it was challenged really well, and the Rennes defender managed to stop that ball becoming a danger. And just under a minute left. Is that full time? It is. And 2 big games and a 6 big pointer succeeded there. That is beautiful. And it's a great start. Promising stuff to go forward for this live today. And we've got Paris, and then we've got the FA Cup. The FA Cup, the French Cup quarter-final. And that means we should have the draw for the Conference League next round. 21st of Feb to 6 days away. I believe it'll be after Paris FC in the league and before French Cup quarter final, in which I dare say we've got a great chance of getting to the final now. Diaz rolled out. Oof, for 3 months for Liverpool. That should be the end of his season there. If that's the case. Leon beating our opponents in the cup. Nice 8-day break after the shorter gap from the last 2 games. So players can train. Just getting a bit more time off, a bit more relaxing. Nothing too crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing my marbles. Oh. Sorry, 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Sorry about that. Got a message. Tomorrow's stream might be slightly different, maybe. Might not be FM tomorrow. Might take it tomorrow. Yeah, I believe it is tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah. Might be a slight change to tomorrow's regular viewing. Justin Smith has left. His agent. Brutal. What else has he got in his book? Oh. Look at these. Look at some of these ballers that he's got here. Randall. He's on the books. Bruno Gamera is on the books. He's on the books. Hell. He's on the books. My days. Some big names there. Some big names. He'll get some decent whacks in agent fees in the future for some of those players. He'll be out to rinse clubs left, right and centre. Roma playing a day early and win 2-0. Go through to the next round in the Conference League after a 4-4 spectacular. They win that game 2-0. Make it look easy. Maybe they just fancied challenging themselves. That's all it was. Look at that. That is awful. Not this. How close these 2 games are. Put on a Thursday or something. No, you can't because there's a game there. But Saturday then. Playing us on a Sunday. It's mad. Favourites of Man United. Shock. Right. View the draw. Here we go. Tel Aviv come out first. They are hosting Club Brugge in their 2-leg spectacular. Roma, recently out of a 6-4 spectacular themselves, will host Man United. Whoa! One of the biggest clubs are going to be leaving early. Look at that. We're off to Jerusalem whilst Roma and Man United face off. Oof! Ooh, we're off to Israel, but the tie of the round of 16 goes to Man United versus Roma. Ooh. Oh, and they don't play at the same time as us. Wait, what? Wait. Wednesday, one minute. Wednesday. This is confusing me now. Wait, what? 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 Wait, nah, sorry, I'm not the only one that's just seeing this, right? Wait, this needs to be shared. This needs to be shared. My mind is blown. I'm well and truly baffled here. This is well and truly thrown me off. Sorry about this, but I've been well and truly taken back by this. I didn't think I was reading it right at first, but that is that has thrown me right off. Well, so apparently Man United v Roma's second leg is happening in advance to its first leg. I have no words. I have no words. I can't wait to see Man United and Roma have their first leg after the days. This game, man. This game. In other news, we've got Paris FC coming up. Insane. Right, we'll just carry on. Wait, wait, we need to see if ours is the same. No, ours is fine. Ours is perfectly fine. So no, it's not having any of it. It's really not having any of it. 1 second. But there might be a reason behind the wizardry that we've seen before us. So, when do we play? What is the date of this? Wait, what? Thursday the 6th of March. It has something apparently to do with Lazio being at home the same week. Interesting. Apparently it's common. Very strange. Very strange. But let's focus and move on. Let's not get distracted from the task at hand, which is picking up more dubs. Sebastian's going to come back in for a start this time. Rooney's on his way back, 5 to 10 days before that big boy returns on that right hand side. But let's go. Let's get ourselves some action. Let's get ourselves some more 3 points on the board. Big 2 wins we've just had there, so it'd be a shame to let it slide now by a silly result here. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be winning this game. We've got the ball out on the left hand side in the attacking half. Good football here again. Ball in, cleared. What a strike that would have been. Next highlight, falls to us again. Back on the front foot. To Debo. Debo again. Controlling possession. Vaselli is normal partner. What a ball that is to Moffy. Moffy puts in the back of the net. VAR are going to check for offside. At a glance, he looked onside. And he was. It's 1-0. And we go 1-0 up against Paris FC, who sit very much in the relegation zone. I think, unless Bordeaux do something, the bottom 2 places are pretty much confirmed. We're in February, and those 2 teams haven't even hit 10 points, which, again, on paper, when you look at it in terms of the league, we should be beating those, no problem. Moving on to the semi-final, but it's the cup, the magic of the cup. I would say it probably is in any cup across Europe and the world, that there will be shocks, and there is a strong chance, no doubt, that there could be one still yet to come. But fingers crossed, touch wood, we get through and we make our way to the final, which hopefully we will. With the path that we're on, I think we've got, is it possibly them and somebody else? But that is coming up soon. Paris FC with a corner. In swinger from Correa. Comes in. Oh, it's off the bar. And then it's headed over. Whew. That was worrying. An XG 2.27. And we've only got 1 goal to our name, so it would be nice to get a second on the board. We've had chances that warrant a second, but we've not put that away yet. Great ball out to the right hand side. Ball in, Sanson. Good turn. Finds himself in space, hits it, and it's saved by Filipovic. 20 minutes to go. Okay. Let's see if we can make some changes here. Rodrigo's done well when coming on that left hand side, even though he's not really supposed to be playing there. Again, it was a struggle trying to find a player that we could bring in that position because of the constraints that we had from our board. We had the money, it was all there, we could have spent it. The wages wouldn't allow us to spend it. But unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, it seems to be that is the Ineos model. They look to spend as little as possible and within their means and within reason. So, you know, it's hard to twist Sir Jim's arm when that's their business model, their footballing business model. Moffey, great turn, and it's a finish, and it's 2-0, and Moffey once again proving that he is a star. And I won't be surprised if big teams come knocking on the door for him as well. One not to be sniffed at. He has done well for us in this first season with Nice. And as the time ticks down, not much really needed from us. 71% possession in this game against Paris FC. A comfortable victory, and it's a comfortable 3 points. And we move on to the next game. 4 points behind Rennes. PSG just untouchable as always. Probably the club that you'd want to be at, you know, when it comes to winning the league title, unless you can knock them off the perch. But any club would need to have a near perfect season, you know, to even come close. 20 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. We're 14 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses. You know, so 5 of them games you've got to try and turn into wins. And I'd say it's easier said than done. We had a really rough start to the season. We didn't really kick on against teams that we probably should have done and should have beaten, but didn't. But it's the cup game next. An important game in terms of the save. It looks like Mendy and Rooney will both be able to probably feature, or maybe I think Mendy will be back for Nantes on the Sunday. Rooney might come after that. I think the semi-final may feature when is it on? Okay, it doesn't tell me, which is not helpful. It doesn't tell me here either. Okay. It might come after the Nantes game. It might not. But it's coming up. There we go. Well, okay, we've actually got our Europa League game, so we might find that Rooney features in the Europa League game more than the game at the weekend. But Ben Mendy can come in on the bench for certain. Probably take Melvin off. Bring Rooney in. He's not going to play. He'll be there just. He'll be there just to fill the seats. To be fair, give him some light training. Scratch that. We won't. I'm not going to run the rest. It's just a very defence-heavy bench now, which is never ideal. Don't really want to change too much. It's difficult because you want to rotate and then you bring a player in and then it could all go sideways and it's just hard. It's not worth the risk. So here we go, quarter-final of the French Cup. A chance to get to the last four, and then from there a chance to make it into the final. All eyes on PSG Marseille as well, but we don't want to take our eye off the ball on this one. We've got to get our side of it done first. It's a good start and we've hit the post. Bar and off the keeper's head, wow. PSG are 2-0 up, I just saw there. Really are a force to be reckoned with. Really are. Can we do much with it here? Half expecting a big long ball out wide, which no, we're not going to do. That's nice. Okay, really nice. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that deserves a goal. That was really nice. It's not what I was expecting from them. I was expecting a ball out wide and then maybe look to cut in and break in the middle there then, but that was really well put together. And Boga, I think, was offside there. Always whips it out for a goal, out for a goal kick. Sorry. But match rating wise, Todibo the best player out there at the minute. %70% of the ball, 22 minutes in. There's no goal to our name yet. Does make you a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. As we keep having these chances and these chances don't go in, it almost opens up the door for snatch and grab 1-0 loss, a penalty shootout loss. It has all the makings. Go again, look. Should be an easy finish. Good save. Sort of halfway through the first half. Still on the ball. Back out to the right hand side. Overlaps there, but plays it back to the centre back. Through the centre. Ball out wide. It's a good ball. Back to the right back, who plays it inside. Boga! The deflection lands to Boga, who will not miss that one. And puts Nice in front. Gives them that first goal. Gives them that hopeful confidence boost. And now hopefully we can go on to kick on. As PSG are 4-1 up. And it looks like we're going to play Reims in the semi-finals. They're 1-0 up against Lille at the moment, as we are liquid footballing it about on this right hand side. There's Alex. Right, oh, I thought he was going to get himself a goal there. He's won himself one as a corner. He's going to whip the corner in. It's headed away. and it's headed loopingly. And it's 1-0 at half time. You'd hope so. Nice to see you, Blades. I hope you enjoyed the Youth Cup game. Doesn't look like we got the result we wanted, but it's experience for the lads. Always nice to play at BP. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, he's still cooking. He's still cooking. Oh. I believe I made him vice captain because Thuram left. So Thuram left. He's gone to Bayern. He went to Bayern for 55 million. And obviously, because he was captain or vice captain, I had to then re-pick. And I believe now the right back is vice captain, I want to say. You just got to, you know. He's definitely showing that ability and that potential. So, natural born leader. I'm still waiting to see how Roma United can play their second leg before their first leg. That I still want to see. Okay. Few different subs here to normal, I dare say. No. Ahmed Hodzik. Don't know where the V came from. It's a Z. You melon. Alex can come off for Mendy. He was just, I don't know, it might be a risk actually playing Mendy, just coming back from injury, but Davo, ball over the top. Oh, it's a good job they can't score. Picked him up 14 million from PSG. PSG paid 18 for him last summer. Didn't play a game for PSG. PSG put him up for sale because he wasn't getting his guaranteed game time. I picked him up for 14 and brought him in. So we've got a really good rotational centre back because, you know, Selly and Todibo, they're the boys. They've been the boys since the summer. So he was never going to replace Todibo. And to be honest, I quite like Baselli. He's been brilliant since he's come in. And that is liquid football. Tell you what, if there was any more liquid in that game of football, it would be evaporated. It'd be a gas. Wouldn't even be a liquid. It would straight up be a gas. That was incredible. Here we go. They're on the ball. We should see this out though. I can't see why not. We might even get a third if we're lucky. Go on. Andy Smith. You heard that Paul Hurst's apparently off to Shrewsbury. Like deja vu. Like I'm living back 5 years. Or whenever it was. Was Big Scans there? Oh, yes. Did you ask him if he was leaving? Did you ask him if there was any weight to the rumours? French Cup semi-final position confirmed. We are going to play at the Rems, and Brest will take on PSG. Oh, is he? Oh. That's a shame. That's a shame. He'd have fitted in nicely. We got Jerusalem in the Conference League round of 16. So to Israel we go. Semi-final is in April, so we've got a full set of fixtures in March before we even touch the French Cup semi-final now. So our next terms of Silverware Cup focus will be the Conference League now. And in them 2 legs against Jerusalem, big trip away to Israel first before we play them in the reverse at home, on home soil. In terms of the league, I think in terms of the biggest threat, it'll be PSG's second to last game of the season. Won't probably be for anything major, in terms of the league. They are 17 points in front, so they're miles ahead. But still in the Conference League, semi-final of the French Cup. Touch wood, we should reach the final. Oof! Why you gotta get up that early? You gotta get train, is it? You gotta get a train somewhere. Where you gotta go? Where have you gotta go on a Thursday? Well done. Playing February Player of the Month. Big club. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's dedication, that is. I don't mind that. I'm not fussed about that. Yeah. He's been great at the club, don't get me wrong. But that could be a season done, but in terms of where we want to go now, he's out of his depth, to be honest. He's not as agile as we'd like him to be. Well, can't we just... Yeah, can we just get rid of this? Get rid of this geezer out of the club. Want him out. Got a big Saturday lined up. 12-hour charity stream on Saturday. Just giving link is in the description of this video. But we've got a big 12-hour stream on Saturday. 9 AM till 9 PM. Multiple different games to be played. A Grimsby watch along to be done. Big Saturday stream. Do you know what? I'll be up for the Rumble. So what I might do is when I finish at 9 PM, I'll take a little break and I might come back and stream the Rumble. Or not stream it, but watch along to the Rumble. Like a Saturday night out in Clee, this. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Can't wait for the Rumble. Genuinely can't wait for the Rumble. I do find it funny though. I do find it funny how, because Sports Illustrated and the dirt sheets are all reporting that Cody is not going to head main event WrestleMania and he's not going to isn't going to headline WrestleMania, isn't going to finish the story at WrestleMania. That's it. That is concrete because Sports Illustrated said it. Dave Meltzer said it. Everybody's saying it. That a source close to Triple H. I'm sorry. Since the Triple H era has come out, have we ever had a source close to Triple H leak anything? You're all getting words. pulling the wool over your eyes. He wants you to think that that's not going to happen, because then it adds an element of surprise to the Rumble. Although I may have put money on Gunther to win it. Gunther! Only because I just want to hear Ludwig Kaiser do his intro at Mania. He'll do it anyway because of the IC belt. He'll be there whether or not it's for the, you know, Seth Rollins' belt or he's defending his own. You know what? I said it to my mate earlier today. I would love it if Roman entered the Rumble and won it, so no one would face him at Mania, but then you get some Elimination Chamber that then builds onto to maybe have both chambers as number one contenders for both belts. I'd just love it if he came out and just won it. Number 30, Roman Reigns. Bosh. Cleans house. Sorted. Bish bash bosh. I'd love it. Everyone would hate it, but I'd love it. I'd be all for it. I'd be like, this is bants. Like, it'd just be so funny. Although, I still think that The Rock's not the right person to end Roman's reign. Neither's Cody, for that matter. I don't think either of them are the right one to do it. There was a seed that was planted a few weeks back on SmackDown that I think almost tips the hat to the person that should and will dethrone Roman Reigns, as Austin puts us 1-0 up against Nate's. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we've just had The Rock announced to now be on the board of TKO when it comes to relations with WWE. Now, for me, that must be a very hand. You alright, Neiman? I'm great, mate. How are you? Long time no speak. It's how you doing? When it comes to The Rock, so he's just taken up a board of directors role with TKO in terms of everything to do with WWE. I would say it's a very hands-on role. So you withdraw your. I don't know if he will, because it's a lot of money, but then we don't know what TKO are paying him because he's just been given 100% rights to The Rock. So do you step back from cinema? Do you step back from filmmaking? And then do you give yourself a bit more time back to the wrestling industry, i.e. do you do a bit more in-ring stuff? Is there room to have 6-month programs, 12-month programs? You know, can The Rock do more because of the position that he's in now? Because it's like, you know, ooh, look at. Hold up, hang fire. Imagine trying to find Grimsby fixtures in the cricket section of BBC Sport. Don't think the football club's going to pop up. Been alright, I started streaming last week again. Roughly a week ago now, I think. And it's good to be back. I feel better health-wise. It's not all done and dusted. There's still tests to be done, and there's still medications to be looked at, changed, upped, lowered, taken off the table. You know, I'm up to 8 separate prescriptions now, compared to when I was last streaming it was only 1 or 2. It's now 8. I've now been given another lifelong condition, so I've now got 2. One of which will require a specialist. So after my second lot of blood tests, it's probably almost nigh on, heads on to me seeing it being referred to a specialist and really get into the nitty gritty of what's caused one of them. But I'm feeling better streaming wise. I'm sticking to a schedule this time. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna burn myself out. I'm not gonna just go all in. It's Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays and Saturdays every week at 9 PM, and that's how we're going to run with it at the minute. The setup I'm going to keep upgrading. I've recently got a mic stand next to the desk and a different mic. Next up, I've just budgeted for a new webcam for quality and a new capture card for the PlayStation, my PS5, because I am going to probably do a lot of streams around WWE 2K25 when it comes out. The MyGM mode looks insane. I think there's a lot we can do with the career modes in it as well, so that's exciting. So there's going to be a lot of that in 6 or 7 weeks time when the game comes out. I am going to get the deluxe edition, so I'll be able to play it on the Tuesday, which I'm excited for. Then there's the Trophy Hunter save, which is that's going to continue. And look, the conversation like me and Blades had the other day. If we don't finish Trophy Hunter by the time the next FM comes out, I'll transfer the file over and we'll keep going. Because then we can say, look, Trophy Hunter took 40 odd seasons, 3 different versions FM, but we finally finished it. It is a journey. So we'll see how it goes. How have you been doing? How's your streams been doing, Newman? How have things been for you? What a return for Rooney, by the way. He's been out injured, comes off the bench, absolutely scores. It's in. How have you been? Have you still been streaming? Are you still producing content? How is it going? Do tell. Do tell. I was going to say, no way someone from a Disney film should be scoring against us. Absolutely no. Ben Mendy can come on. And we'll bring Anel on. Don't tell me you broke it. Please don't tell me you broke it. I got a new chair as well. Got a new gaming chair. Just need to sit back a minute, get comfy. Good save. We should see this game out now. Nice, another 3 points on the board for Jim Ratcliffe's side. The same type bloke that won't give me any more wage movement for January. I hope he's happy with himself. What, for the Youth Cup game? Rooney's back at the back. Absolute goat of a player. The fact that you can get Rooney for less than 10 million is insane. Yeah, it's good to see. Really, really good to see. Really good to see. What we like to see. Oh, looks like I was I take it you're still living out in Canada, is that right? I'm not wrong with that, am I? It is Canada, isn't it? I'm not losing my marbles. I mean, I should be back at work within the next 14 days, I believe. Oh, he no longer wants to leave, does he? Oh, it's a shame, because you are leaving. Regardless of if you want to or not now, I don't want you here. go away. Diop. Right. Probably the worst time to go to Jerusalem at the minute, I'd say. But UEFA have said that we must. Oh. That's what I was talking about. The 10th and the 17th. Right. Okay. Weather's been awful here recently. It's been absolutely shocking. I've never known anything like it. It's just been constant shite. The wind has been horrendous. There's not been much rain. It's just been high winds. It's been freezing. It's just been shocking. Really has been a shambles. I do hope though that David Artell's Black and White Army, Gale Platt Force, that David Artell's side can produce 6 points over that period. Oh, David in attendance tonight at the Youth Cup game. Looking at the youngsters, looking at the youth of today. Seeing how the youth are getting on. Renee. Boga. Still Boga. Read to Marcus Rashford there. Didn't want to pass it. Davide Massa is the referee. Where's he from? Where's he from? Oh, he's Italian. There he is. Now I'm looking forward to Saturday though. It should be fun. I'm hoping that the games I play and things like that, there's a mix. And I'm hoping it'll be enjoyable for anyone that tunes in. It's going to be all over my socials, Twitter and Facebook, mostly throughout the whole of Saturday. So I'm going to bore you senseless, I think, by the end of Saturday evening. But I'm just hoping that I haven't, obviously on the Just Giving page, this is worrying by the way, on the Just Giving page I have set a target to raise for this charity, but I don't think really there is a limit. Well, yeah, obvious reasons. But I just want us to raise enough awareness, and if we can get donations in. But it is a charity that's personal to me. The video explains a lot about it and why it's personal to me. Again, that's on the YouTube page and the Just Giving page as well. But it's just something that I've wanted to raise money for charity for a while. But it's always been trying to sort of find a charity that you have a story for, because anyone can just go, right, I'm going to raise money for Y and Z. Didn't even clock. What? Imagine that as a Conference League tie, FC DJ against Young Boys. Oh my god. What a classic. What a classic. My days. Sally can go out wide. Oh no. Football Manager do this to themselves all the time. Right. I've half an hour to go and I've just made all 5 changes. This is absolutely brutal. But we should not be 1-0 down here. I don't know what's gone wrong here. Benjamin Mendy. Oh god. Benjamin Mendy. Ben Mendy sort of fixture this. Oh dear. Go on, finish it. God. My days. It's a good job we're post watershed, isn't it? This is turmoil. This is turmoil. Yes, get in. Keeps us in the tie. That's what matters. Keeps us in the tie, but we are struggling here. Right, it's a quick fire double. It's a quick fire double. Look at that. What a substitute. James Corden would be proud. A booner. Chicken booner, lamb booner. I don't know, what would you say? I don't think I'm ready for this answer. Okay, that was a good turnaround. Simple but effective. I like it. Simple but effective. Looks like... So tomorrow's stream, it looks like he's going to be different. So I've somehow managed to get myself roped into a Warzone tournament tomorrow. A man with 0 wins on Warzone. Granted, bearing in mind. Less than 1 KD on Warzone. I've somehow managed to rope myself into a trios tournament tomorrow from, I believe it's 10 PM UK time when I did the Googling. Go on, what did they do? Hey, anyone seen the photo of the Fulham fans tonight before their game against Liverpool in the old crowd? Questionable choices. That's his season done as well. Two players with season-end injuries. Yeah, I know, right? Different gravy. Yeah, oh, that's his season. Everyone's coming out with season-ending injuries here. Everyone giving up. Oh, God. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it. You made me laugh when I saw it. Just so out of context. Well, no. It's always nice to see that though, because that always used to fascinate me at when I went to uni at Manchester, and I used to go watch the Manchester United like youth setup and things like that, and when the Premier League 2 games were on, and you'd have people coming from away clubs like Everton and stuff like that, genuinely following the youth setup as much as they would do the first team, and I find that really, really good. And that is just really, really hardcore core fans. Like, you're not gonna find any better than that. Like, I don't follow them, but I do see their results on Twitter when the club post about it. But I really struggle with women's football. And it's nothing to do with the fact that they're women. It doesn't give me the same feeling. Not fairs. Inclined really, aren't you? Otherwise you'll end up with a performance review. Too easy. That's it, innit? When you score 4 on Saturday and come into work on Monday. Oh no, I did see that. What is it? Over 50 now? 50 or 52 or something? I did see that. Can't remember where I've seen it. Half century. It's a great innings so far. Hopefully now she can kick on and make it to that 100. Pressing all the buttons. Good goal from Fulham there. Oh no. Do you know what? I'm going to try something here. It could bite me in the arse. It could work. Hey, look. They all count, don't they? At the end of the day, they all count. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. You take the defensive midfielder out and it all goes wrong. Would this be the first loss in a while? We'll have a look after this. Tadibo! Nearly with a lovely finish of his own there. 25. Don't look too bad. Definitely a squad-based player though, if you wanted to use him. Okay, you don't want to use him there. Categorically do not want to use that geezer. Right, on the wing again. Alex, Tadibo. Back to Alex. Bit of a P-roll, that one. Bit of a P-roll. That's mental. But again, this is right. So this is the thing that baffles me, and I'll never understand this. Is the hypocrisy of one rule for one and one for another. So this isn't a real scenario because it was on a TV show that I was watching earlier. You had this police officer in a meeting with their captain, and a captain's giving her a bollocking because this police officer threatened a member of the public. Fair enough. You know, probably not the best thing to do. But then the captain gives her a bollocking for threatening a member of the public, but then goes on to threaten the police officer. Double standard. It makes no sense. 1 minute. So you just told her off for threatening someone, but then you've gone and threatened her yourself. The fuck's that about? Like, don't give me an headache, because it makes no sense. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. Genuinely don't know what to do here at this point. Yeah. So has 8 months off for breaking FA rules and regs. Comes back, and the first game he's back does something that puts him under question straight away. It's natural for him. He's a natural rule breaker. He cannot help himself. And that is that. He cannot help himself. No matter what, he will continue to break rules, evidently. So, what more do you want? Oh yeah, I know. Again, it happens more often than not. They're just raising it because it's him. We need to do something. It's just, I don't know why the last 2 games we've all of a sudden ended up being a bit half and half. Yeah, they all do it. They all do it. They can't moan. We've lost this game. This game's an L, unfortunately. This game is an L. We have lost this game well and truly. That's a shame. I don't know if it's because of fitness or what, but we look shaky in the UEFA Conference League game, to be honest. But excuse me, I think we're being well and truly taken advantage of now. Boga with a goal. And 24. We'll have a look after this game. Scout him if we haven't already. Shortlist him if necessary. But I just hate losing. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They're just shit up. They are just shit hot. Constantly pressing. Constantly picking up the ball. On fire. You're on fire. And I think that's as much as we're going to get out of this one. Bring Nathan on. Break it, whips it. I'd have preferred it if we'd have crossed it, to be honest, but you know, he wants to be selfish. There's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. But could they make it 3-1? Could they really put the nail in the coffin? With less than 10 minutes to go. Ball's in the box, he's got space. Whips it round the post, thankfully. Bring it to us, but it's deep. Oh no, it's a good ball over. Bogo plays it. Oh my days. I don't know. Couldn't tell. Couldn't tell. Come on! Toulouse in the mud. Oh! What a cracking play. Cracking play. Well. Well, you take 2-2. You take 2-2 to come back and get a draw. That is not to be sniffed at. You do not. Oh, gone up to second. Did you see that? What's that? 4 season-ending injuries we've had now. Jeez, man. I genuinely think that is 4 season-ending injuries that we've had. Sanson out. Different gravy, that 63 goals. I like the look of them. Really? Hmm. Oh, that's shit. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, well, that's just depressing. There's no point. He's happy to stay now that he's out for 4 months. mean, I really don't have a choice but to do this, if I'm honest. But there you go. I've got enough centre backs to do it, so we'll just ride the wave. No, you can't even play in this. Shambles. Slight change in dynamic then. Well, he annoyed me. I think he's gotten over it now. We wanted an initial agreed playing time. Before that, he spat his dummy about not getting a contract rise, and yeah, he's good, but he just didn't get off on the right foot with me. Like, he was being a bit of a knob. He was questioning my authority, my decision making. Like, mate, you know who I am. I just come from Ghent, and you're giving me all this gibberish. Like, get out. Don't be getting all up in my space. Give me an hard time like he was. I didn't. I probably. I can't remember, but oh, this will be awful, by the way. Ooh, surprisingly. Sorry. Respect my authority. Marco. Can we all say hello to Marco, please? Hi, Marco. Marco's just joined the class. Look at Marco. Hello, Marco. Hello. 18 bravery, 17 determination, 15 decisions, 15 vision, 14 balance. 5'5", he's got the strength of a twig. You should only get played bonuses when you're playing, Marco. Not when you're not playing. Get rid of that as well, stars. When you start playing, you can get yearly wage bonuses. No. Is Marconde? Well, that's deflating. 6'5", 6'5" with 14 jumping rate. No. 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 Kalu Mwemba from the Doctor Republic of Congo. Not bad. Do you reckon? He'll be a decent centre mid. That. Get some of them mentals up, physicals up, but he's definitely got promising technicals. To be honest, I was going to say something, but I'm not now. Scratch that. It has nothing to do with an athlete and Doctor Republic of Congo. Does he? We'll have another look. Unambitious? The Joey Barton of Congo. These peasants down here. 19 aggression. That's mental. Centre back on defend, then it is. Centre back, centre mid on defend. Wait 1 minute, you recommended someone earlier, didn't you? Here we go. Oh, hello. Hello. One does like you. I'm not being funny. If you were to play that side, you'd have to play inside forward. So cutting on your left. I'm not having you as a winger trying to cross. When you're left footed. Why does the game do this? Right, has it fixed it now? Thank you. Joe Gomez was 16. Angelino, Mavropanos, Mike Cash, Miranda, 19, David Watson, Nikita, Borna Souza, Matthias Jensen, 17. Yeah. 16 long throws. He's good, isn't he? He's got 11. The glitch. Sad times. Led into a false sense of security there. That's what that was about. Literally no more centre mids. This could go really bad if we're not careful here. This could go really bad. Hey. It's an option then. It's an option. Might be something we have to do for games after this. Push comes to shove, we can do it in this game if we really want to. Take one of the centre backs out. Bring a right back on and then move Gay out to CDM. There's Mendy though. Ball. Moffey. It's his 22nd goal of the season. Graham Moffey. I think he's onside, ref. Yep, told you. The VAR official. He's got it right. Felix Zweier. Baller. Frimpong and Garnacho are 2-0 up against Roma. One of the... I reckon this puts us second favourite, you know. I reckon it's between us and United. No. And I'll be honest, I think you're going to have an hard time. If we can pull it out of the bag, great. But if Roma can't beat United, I don't know if we've got a chance. I really don't, but we'll see. The cup's all about shocks. Anything is possible. Rooney. Put it top bins, lad. Nearly. Nearly. It's a GIF. There's a GIF. There he is, the GIF. Oh. Apparently Diop can play there. We'll give it a go. I'm not against it. Definitely not against it. Got another free kick. Rooney, in swinger. Oh, he plays it along the floor to Diop. Oof, look at him, selfish. The me and Diop situation is probably like Sancho and Ten Hag. But I've got to a point with injuries where I need Diop, whereas Ten Hag's just completely got rid of Sancho. It's like Diop's coming out to go at me, thinking he's gonna get away with it with player power, and I've come in and gone, absolutely not, mate. Don't know who you think you're talking to. If the owners still want to pay you, that's up to the owners, but you know, your career can go down the pan as far as I'm concerned, mate. Coming here giving it big uns like that. Dybala scores for Roma, but then that before after Mason Mount scored his penalty. Tadibo, okay. Plenty of passing. Tadibo looking to take his man on Boga. Jeremy Boga. His 12th goal of the season. And it's signed, sealed, delivered. It's ours. We're into the next round of the Conference League. Thank you for coming, FCBJ. It's a good result. And that was Man United and Roma's first leg, I believe. Yep, it was. That's their first leg. Their second leg is the 2nd of April. Interesting to see if we can avoid Man United up until the final. If we can, would be nice. But again, if you take them on before then and you beat them, you become surefire favourites to win the whole thing. So it's a double-edged sword. It is a double-edged sword. I think that's a bit unfair, that, because he's done alright. Now he started playing. Look, he's got a season average of 7, and Algeria don't pick him. You off your bonds? Get out of here. Behave yourself. That's a scandal. He looks really good. He does look good. I just want to move him to the senior squad. Because I think he could easily become a third choice DM. Yes, you once again winning, edging ever closer to another title. Only picked up 1 loss this season. Look, we've already qualified for the Champions League, look. 2, 9 league games left. 9 league games left. Potentially 2 French Cup games. And hopefully quarters, semis and finals, 2 or 5 Conference League games. Hopefully. Today will come off and have a rest. Yeah, come on. Rooney will be replaced there. Rodrigo can come back on as well. Look at that. That's what we will go with. Probably around now that I should be resting players from training and stuff and giving them a bit more time off to recover with the regularity of games coming thick and fast now. Just got to keep ticking these games off, getting the wins, getting the 3 points, moving on to the next games, and that is just not what you want to see. Our midfielders take a hammering in this back end. I have no idea what was happening with that play there. There we go. Does the downward spiral start with Lille? And does it continue from there? Boga to Gay. It's a lovely move. It's wide. I think it's a corner. Certainly is. Nice booted it over there. Love that. Who is that? Don't let me click on who it was. You. Very clear. Nothing's come from it. We're going to go into half time being 1-0 down, which isn't ideal. Come on lads, show a bit of desire. Freed from desire. stuff. This is stuff. Right, let's go with that. Fitness hitting us hard, injuries hitting us even harder as we are 1-0 down. And we've gone to 4-4-2. Their keeper's gone off injured. So their backup keeper's on. Could this be a change in fortunes for us? It's a good save from the substitute keeper. And we turn it around, we've gone 2 up top. It should. Oh, not like that, you won't. Can they make it 2-0? They do. Back on. And none. I don't think it was offside, I really don't. I think he was in front. No, he's disallowed it, wow. I think he was onside. I thought the ball was coming back. He was running onto it, so it looked like it come from an onside position, but apparently not. You know. But 10 minutes to go. 1-0 down still. Leo looking for a second here. Angel Gomez. Good tackle from Alex. It's not a penalty. It is not a penalty. No, it's not. It's not a penalty. Good save. Justice. 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 It's our first loss in ages, man. We don't want it though, based on the stats. And the stats don't lie. Shakira. International break now. Is there anyone that could return? No. They're out for the next match through suspension. Joske's still going to be out when he comes back anyway. Interesting times ahead. Thankfully we've hit an international break, so see what happens there. I think it's a nice little stopgap now for us to be able to take a break and come back and hit the ground running again, but we've got, we're playing twice in a row, what? I don't like that. Yeah, like that. So we're playing them back to back, League and Cup. fun at all. See what, I'm going to sim it a week, and whilst I do that, I'm just going to nip to the loo, grab a drink, and then I will be back. Calm down. Let's get a drink. Bear with me.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take my love
Right,
for
we're back.
granted.
Sorry about that.
We keep on talking
Got
from body to body, yeah.
some reports coming in.
Getting closer to just being nothing else. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kind of toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch.
Alright, Scout Smithy.
From a different place, it's toxic, babe.
If they look good enough, obviously. Must have ADHD. You can't concentrate.
Not sure what I expected.
And so,
To think you wouldn't be so right.
again, he's not terrible.
Pretended I know we better end it. I said
He's not terrible.
once, yeah. You take my love for granted. We keep on talking from
And some interesting choices there. I started the ones that look
getting closer.
interesting. Oh, right. Oh, I must have seen the quarter-final draw. Shit out.
I'm a sucker for your love,
Sport Club Rapids. We didn't get Man United. So that's a good sign. We didn't get Man United. Question is, who did? Club Bruges will face the winner of Roma or Man United. Now, I don't know if I'm still am. I am down to attend Roma Man United, which I think I will do. Just, I don't know, shall we? Shall we not? Is it just easier to just let it sim? Just let it sim. Let me just... I'll unattend myself from that game. I don't think I can attend it now anyway, though. I think we've got a game that day. But I don't think it would let me anyway. And I think we're playing on Wednesday, is that? Pedro. I don't remember scouting this geezer, but not bad. What player? Not bad at all. Right, okay. Let's do... Alright, squad. I'm going to give the guys a week's rest. Starting from... Are you seeing what I'm seeing, Blades? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Can our boy play? I think our boy might be available for this league game, which is odd. He is. Wait. If he's available, that is a game changer. That is a game changer. Blades, you still here? I'm not sure if you are. No, I'm buzzing for Saturday. I really am. I really am. I'm gonna message every group chat that I'm in, possible, even work group chats. I'm gonna try and tweet as many people as I feel is gonna see my tweet that have a mass following. I'm not going to ask him for a donation. I'm simply just going to ask if they wouldn't mind sharing the link and the stream, just to raise awareness. And then, because the play is by raising awareness, there's an increasing chance that I feel you'll raise the donation rate naturally, because people can watch the video that I've made, an 11-minute video. Talking. There's a video in there that my dad did with the charity Sunflowers, and you know, it's about giving people with life-changing conditions, with life-changing and long-term and you know, things that stops them from doing things that myself and others are able to do just off our own back, you know. And I think it's, you know, and this charity, you know, yeah, it's just really sort of, it's going to be a wonderful journey, experience, you name it. Maybe that's the way we do it. Maybe. Well, yeah, I've got loads of games lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 video games that we could play lined up. You know, and that's before including the things like the Grimsby Watch a lot, but will take up, you know, our time from, let's say, 2:45 till full time. So there's a lot to fit in. And you know, to think that there's 6 hours from starting at 9 AM to when the game starts at 3 PM, and then you take 2.5 hours roughly out, maybe a little bit longer out of that schedule, and then you end up coming to about 6 PM, and then you know, you're into the final 3 hours, the big push, the finale, the grande finale. I think I know what I'm going to do last, because it's relevant towards what's happening that day, later that evening and things. So I think it's I think in terms of when we do things, we're not far off being cemented. You know, it's just what game to start with, how long do you play that game for before you move on to the next one? Do you move on to the next one? I don't want to play the same game all day. You know, do we play a bit of this? Do we not? Do we leave it? It's my first ever one, and I just want it to be as successful as we can. Yeah. As successful as we can. And I'm going to try my damned hardest to make sure it is as successful as possible. Because it's not me streaming for 12 hours, it's just me doing this thing in a sort of way to say I don't want to raise money and then just sit here and do it. I want to raise money but do something in return. You know, and some people can do the 5k runs, the mudders, all them things, but unfortunately I'm not in a position physically myself where that would benefit me as a human because of the position I'm in with the conditions I've got. You know, I'd rather be able to do something where I know for a fact I can sit there and start it and sit there and finish it, whereas if I did like a 5k or a mudder or anything, I might have to stop halfway through because the pain I'd be in would be unbearable. And then what? Oh, I get all these donations, and then it's like, oh, you know, you did the 5k run, did you finish it now? Okay. what was the point then? So we gave the wrong team to us at half time there. So we're not happy with that at all. And now we've gone 1-0 down. Oh dear. Oh dear, our downfall is very much in full flow. It's been disallowed, but we gave them the room. We gave them the room and now they've got us throwing. Oh dear. I can barely watch. I can barely watch. I can barely watch. Oh no. Oh no. This is it. This is where our season goes to tatters. All the hard work, all the build up, all the wins that we've had, everything, it's going to mean nothing. It's going to mean absolutely nothing because at the back end of this run, we're going to lose every game physically possible, drop every point possible, and it's just going to be an absolute shambles. Because I guarantee we'll lose this league game, but we'll win the French Cup. And I'm going to sit here like, what's the point? What is the point? Because they've got a corner, I believe, in swinger, headed clear. Going to come back in. Out for a goal kick to us. There we go. It's the best I've got with the midfield. I've got, maybe I should have stuck to 5 at the back. This is tough. This really is tough. Not looking good at all. We've got a corner. Anything came from it. But we've had a stinker again with next to nothing happening on our behalf. Is it a lack of depth? Is it fitness? Is it complacency? Is it anxiety? Is that a penalty? You know? Too easy again. Not closing it down. You shouldn't be able to run that close to the edge of the 6-yard box. That shouldn't be possible. More points dropped to a team that we shouldn't be dropping points to. I hate it when the game does this. I hate it. I get why it's happening. You know, we've had an injury crisis. The midfield is absolutely done in. Depth is in the shitter, fitness is through the floor because we're playing so often. But it just pisses you off because I would have made midfield signings. I had midfield signings lined up, but I couldn't do it because the club said they didn't want to spend any more on the wages. It's like, that's silly. I'm making this money for us to be able to spend it so the money's there. So I've got 40 million sat in the transfer budget, but there's nothing I can do about it because we're 8k over the wages and I can't adjust it. Like, the board will not allow you to increase the wage budget as they feel it's high enough already. Alright? And what do you want to win with that? What squad depth do you want with that? How exactly do you want me to spend that money? Because guess what? I'm not going to be able to spend it. We've got the best wonder kid in the next Gen 50, 2025. Right. I'm just wondering if any of these are going to be relatively cheap that we could pick up. I wanted him. This really annoyed me because I was going to pick him up for the same price, 4.2 and the same price that Inter did. Because he's going to be a baller. A target forward. Everybody on there. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, she's back from injury. You know, 5 of you yeah. Another injury to add to the others. Maybe I shouldn't have loaned people like him out, even though he's not up to scratch. He'd have come in and filled the role at this point. He'd come in and done a job. So what, we're already looking at saving 35k in wages on players that are whose contracts are expiring. This shouldn't be down to I hate this. I don't know why it doesn't save it when you move from club to club. But I should not be dealing with half of this shit. Not down at all. Not down to me. And that is. But not be part of my job description. I'm here to manage the team. I'm here to coach the players, not do everything else.
Call me what you wanna, I'll be what you wanna. I've been here 1,000 times. Falling for another, I don't even bother. I could do it all my life. So tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't believe it. With every touch of you, it's like I've started dreaming.
Let's see if we can. I know for a fact we're gonna win this game, and it's gonna be so infuriating. Xerxes is my top recommendation apparently for my chief scout. I'll put him on the short list.
Spinning round inside this room. Won't you come on over? I'm a sucker for you, wishing we'll be out here soon.
Stuff to take as well. Oh, you lost
Tell me if you wanna, cause I got this feeling. I wanna hear you say it, cause I can't
deserve in the slightest. You know. A lot of money, you can afford it, and it's just the wages. I understand why all of a sudden, like, see, this is where stats baffle me in this game. Like, because who is it? I had a view. Where's my assistant? Yeah, he's awful. He actually is awful. That's fair.
Longing for someone to hold me. It could be anybody, but you chose me somehow. Now I'm waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole
Yeah,
lot
it's quite a defensive approach. Like, I'm not a big fan of that.
on my bad sides. Yet nothing that I do seems to make you wanna run away. Oh, and I'm so thankful that you found me. Waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on
It's
my
more
own,
this, like,
but
high defensive line,
you
okay.
make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better.
I understand a lot of it.
A whole lot
Better than what we've got.
about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better.
Set piece. Got anything? Alright. Try and get a result. Try and get a result. After the league game, which I knew we were going to lose because we'll go out and absolutely storm this game, guarantee it. Got that feeling. First highlight goes to us, shot. Nearly scored, shot. It's almost like we're destined to win this game. The own ball comes in, it's headed away. Lofty heads clear, Rooney will now start a counter attack. Loses the ball, he flips up, loose pass, we'll lose it. Well done from Moffy, 1-0. And miraculously, somehow, someway, we find ourselves 1-0 up in the cup. Shock horror. This chair does not move gracefully forward. Does not move gracefully at all. Do you know? Strange looking save number. Still 1-0 up. They've yet to have any sort of XG. They've had one shot on target. But surprisingly, not so surprisingly, it's a complete contrast to the league game that we had only a few days ago. Which again makes no sense to me. Unless they've heavily rotated the side, which could be a possibility. I didn't have a look at how many changes were made when it came to the team sheet. But, you know. See if I can find it. They made 3 changes. That was it. 3 changes. That's all they'd made from the game when we played them at the weekend. So unless those 3 changes are dire, you know. $15 minutes left to go in this game before we put ourselves in a final for Silverware that we do need. A final that will not be taken lightly by any stretch. But we do need to still get there, and there is still time for things to change as well. There is no smoke, no tinted glasses to that. I'm very much aware that we still need to get this job done. A job we must do. Waffy through. It's a save. Could have been 2-0. We are going to see some changes made for the last few minutes. 5 additional minutes added on. We have the ball near our end, which is always worrying because you never know how the passes are going to go. Like that. Loose as anything. Loose as a bit of plastic. It just breaks easily. Intercepted easily. Tadebo bursting forward. Poor pass. Nearly left his teammates open at the back. Which was pumped into the goalkeeper's hands. Bearing in mind there's just under 4 minutes left, so there's still plenty of time to get a goal either side. I think a second goal for us will finish this fixture off, which nearly was then. Comes off the crossbar, but a goal for them, and you know it's extra time and it's penalties. So, and I think then they would probably go on to win it because we don't have any attacking options to bring on, which thankfully we don't have to. because we have seen the game out. We are in a final. I'm not sure if the other semi-final has been played yet or not. And there's confirmation of that game as well. There's Man United go through to the final. No, Man United go through to the next round, sorry. When do PSG play their game then? The next day. So the following day, PSG got Brest. Now, on paper, the odds, the bookies, everyone will be saying PSG to win. There's always the magic of the cup. Brest could easily turn up. And if they do, we could be knocking on the door for a bit of silverware. If PSG a routine becomes a challenge, but a challenge nevertheless that we can be riled up for. Yeah, there you go. A 7 to Amarin, Mbappe with 4 goals, Rafinha with 2, and Hernandez with the opener. So there you go, Nice versus PSG. Stade de France, 81,000 capacity. Is that where the final's going to be? Really? It's saying here where it's going to be. Didn't state, is it? Thought it might have said where the final was. Okay. Well, next up is Monaco in the league. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways in the league as well now. Hopefully that'll spur us on to start getting some more wins under our belt, as we've got Europa League action as well after Monaco. Right, here we go. Closing in. Closing in, closing in, closing in, closing in, closing in on another game. Oh, difficult. Get rid of the current assistant manager. He's shocking. He's absolutely appalling. I do not want to be coming into my game being told I should be playing on Wait, I thought he was my assistant. No way he was my head of youth as well. No, he was listed. Okay. Or they get turned down, but you know. So frustrating. So frustrating, but we have to run with it. We have to rock and roll with it. We built this city on rock and roll. It was not built on sausage rolls, as some may be led to believe. No, it was indeed built on rock and roll. Builders would differ.
The only thing that gets them through a working day is sausage rolls, no doubt. And what people consider to be like the king of pastry, like what pastry item is considered to be top tier, like number one. I feel like you should have a pastry World Cup. And let people vote on the pastry that they prefer. And just see what wins it. You'd end up with divisive opinions, definitely. You'd have people going, no, absolutely not. Like, cheese and onion rolls are not better than sausage rolls, and you know, Cornish pasty is better than a sausage roll, and it just kick off. But then you've got to draw the line at a point though, because like you've got steak pies, chicken pies, but then you've got them like chicken tikka pies or chicken tikka steak bakes or whatever they are, and it's like, well, it's technically in a pastry, but where do you draw the line with it? Does it qualify? Is it eligible for such vote? You know, it's a fair question to ask. No. For sort of the first half is just sort of going. Very little chance created. Very little chances created. Hopefully we can go out and do something in the second half that's better. We've got to throw in deep in the attacking half. Wasted though, but Rooney's picked up a loose ball. And we just, yes we can, he has been brilliant. He's a young lad. And I think he's going to start, he has been starting this season anyway because of injuries and stuff, and he's just come in and his form's been fantastic. Like, you wouldn't think he's 2.5, again he's not 2.5 stars ability, I don't buy it. Like, he is fantastic in terms of playing on that side. He's only 20 as well, and that is how he's playing. Like, him and Rooney could be the starting wingers for years, but because they're so young, you know, trying to get depth for those two, what, you honestly think you're going to get your hands on older players that are happy to sit and watch these two tear it up? You know, or, you know, let me get a 24-year-old back up 1 minute, now he's in the prime of his life, he wants to play every week, as Moppy makes it 2-0, possibly. The lino doesn't have his flag up, which is always promising. Disallow, okay, yeah, he's not doing it. But it's just difficult, I just think you're really going to struggle. You're going to literally have to go out there and find a 17, 18-year-old that's like literally 1 or 2 years younger. But then they're going to be developing at the same sort of pace maybe because they're similar ages. It just makes it really hard. But on the flip side to that is when Boga's fit, you know, Rooney goes back out onto that right hand side and the right winger that's out there becomes the second to Rooney. You know, so if I was to bring that is a brilliant goal from the farmer. That is brilliant. So, you know, it swings and roundabouts. It really is. Just thank you. Took them long enough. Got 3 changes. There we go. You go in. You've got a free kick. Is Rooney taking it? No, Mendy's taking it. I think it's Rooney. Keeper just left stood. Benjamin Mendy with his third goal of the season, and he left the keeper on his heels. The keeper did not move. Didn't intend on moving. Didn't look like moving. Wasn't interested. 10 minutes to go. Hopefully the changes in defence will solidify that. So we shouldn't hopefully leak any more goals. But again, easier said than done. Baselli finds Balocca to Mendy on the right. Baselli. Son. Mendy pushing forward. Oh, it's beautiful from Rodrigo. His first goal for the club, he deserves it. Nothing short of what he deserves since joining us on loan. And again, proves why you bring him in. He's come on and he's signed, sealed, delivered. 3 points against Monaco, and it edges us ever closer to finishing in the top 4, which would be next season Champions League football, which is a massive jump. You know, we've gone from being in the Conference League, which we're currently still in, you're skipping Europa League and you're going straight into the Champions League. So I think it'd be an interesting one, because there's no point in saying no, there's no point in us staying. Like, anything could happen in the Champions League. We could get players in that really connect and really make us strong and unbeatable, and with the depth is in, and we could go on to win something like that. It's not impossible, you know, or certainly to have a good run in it. You know, with some of the sides in it, you definitely get into the knockout stages, no problem, depending on the fixtures that you give them. But even still, I think you only need to win maybe 3 or 4 and you're comfortable. So I'm starting to dislike Sir Jim. He's a proper tight-ended guy. Does not want to spend in the slightest. And then coming up is our first quarter-final game against Rapid. Playing United on the same day, French Cup final there, the week after the league ends. Not sure when the final is. Tell me. 28 of May. What? That's 4 days after the French Cup final. You got the French Cup final, and 4 days later you've got Conference League. What do you mean? He's just scored in his last game. He's not happy. I've upset him big time.
Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back
Right.
when you're
Are we
older.
favourites? Just 7% swing in terms of between the two clubs. Yeah, draw will probably always be an option. I can't imagine seeing many of those where it's literally no draw and it's either one or the other of the teams winning it. And it's still caution. I don't. To me, that makes no sense. So those two players aren't registered. Apparently, there's no fitness test required for Diop, so he can come in and take the locker off and give him some rest. Jeremy's back in some capacity as well.
And you feel that this is your beginning. Will colors fade?
Right, let's go. First leg of the quarterfinal of the Conference League. Another competition that we win, and probably our only biggest threat is Manchester United, another giant in somewhat like PSG. Okay, we're on the ball. Can we get something from this? Yeah, it's lovely. Okay, they've got a free kick. Can we keep them out? Headed clear, no, headed in the back of the net. Is it offside? No, it's not offside. It's not good. It's their first shot on target. They've got a free kick now. Good save. Corner. Straight from the last highlight. In swinging. Over the corner. Tips it wide. What is up with it? Good clearance from Mofty. That's a foul. That's a silly challenge. Doing that and the highlights continue. My days. Rapid are all over us. Another highlight. I'm just giving the ball away there. What was that? It's just... That's not a penalty. Not a chance. No penalty.
to Devo. Alex puts the ball in, and Moffey. Oh, it's an own goal. It's going to go down as an own goal. That is impressive. Well, it puts us back in front, nevertheless. Coming up to half time. Well, I'm happy to be in front, but we're only just in front, I know that. Not convincing in the slightest.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. I live it. That's my children.
Well, they're down to 10 men. We should see this game out now. No problem. No problem. Boga to come back on after his injury. Ben Mendy can come on. And I think that'll be it. Right, Steve. Probably unnecessary to go with a 5 at the back, but the best I can do in this situation, really. I think that's one area that evidently we need to look to strengthening. With a midfield 3, you know, we've had 2 or 3 injuries in that area, and it's highlighted that 1, we don't have a strength in depth, and 2, we don't have enough in that area to cover. You know, so maybe a couple of centre mids, maybe 2 or 3 centre mids and a left winger, definitely for sure. A backup striker that takes us to 5. You know, do we need a backup keeper? 6 players. I think our defensive line's fine. I'm quite happy with the defensive line. I think it's young and it can grow, and it's got strong leaders in there as well and experience. So in terms of that, I'm not too worried, but in front of that, there's not a lot of depth, and that's where we need to really focus on, maybe. So that's something to be looked at for sure. We're going to give these guys a rest for a week because they've got this game, then the second leg again, and it's just a lot of games all in one go, and then you're going to have the semi-final draw. When's the semi-final? Oh no, the semi-final draw's already done, and we face either Club Brugge or Man United. Oh my days, okay. So we don't face Man United in the final, we face Man United in the semi-final. As long as, well, maybe. The Club Brugge there have took a 1-goal a 1-goal comfort to Old Trafford, so there's a chance that they could, you know, maybe pinch it there if they can win 2-0, etc., as long as it's by a goal. But the winner of Club Brugge and United, we face in the semi. We face in the semi-final, so, you know. Simulating forward. So at the minute, top 4 finish, touchwood, a French Cup final, which is confirmed, and then a very possible tough route to the final now, as we could face Manchester United. So that it could be a very interesting end to season. Well, it is going to be an interesting season 2 regardless, as we could pick up our first bit of silverware, a trophy hunter, which we can then tick off. Which would be nice. Certainly helps down the line. Back to box to box. Who's that? I can bring you on the bench though, take Melvin off. I think Rodrigo deserves to play. Or at least be on the bench. Jeremy Boga comes on. I think we're looking good. Yeah. Looking pretty solid. Looking pretty solid going into this one. Strasbourg in the league. Rooney's on the ball. Selly. Rooney again. Antonio down the right. Ball in. Moffey. Pushed back out as a save. But the highlight ends there. They've not had a shot on target. Fully in control we are here. Tadibo with the free kick. Passes it to Mendy. That's to turn. Back to Tadibo. To block out to Baselli. Baselli now looking to play out the right. Gay to Rooney. Rooney loses it on the turn. Strasbourg on the ball now. Playing it around their defensive line. As they look to do something with this ball. Gilbert running forward. Finds player in the centre. Finds it back on the right hand side to himself. So Sissoko in space. And Abraham Sissoko for Strasbourg puts them in front. They've not really done a lot. But what they have done is his score first at the first time of asking. One shot on target, one goal. And they are in control now. Back on the ball again. Back on this right hand side. Nearly scored a second before half time. It's going to be a corner. Wow, this is a turn up. Completely. Had the ball for large portions of the first half. It all fell apart after that goal. Can we turn it around? Can we get something from this? Looks like Moffey's going to come off.
And Rodrigo's going to come on. The first highlight we see the second half is for Strasbourg again. Ball in over the top. Mendy flicks on, but it falls to their right back, who once again is going to cause problems. Corner. Somewhat headed away, but it's not really cleared at all. I don't think there's much more you can do. Minutes under to go. Still 1-0 behind from that Sissoko opener in the 19th minute. Here's Rodrigo. Puts the ball into the box. Antonio's on the other side. Gives it to Diop. Diop loses it. Oh, it's picked up by Diop again. Oh, what a goal! The pressure was unbelievable. And Evan has scored. He's come off the bench. Diop won the ball back with the pressure. And Nice are back in this with 11 minutes to go of the 90. And Evans there again winning the ball for Selly. Alex down the left hand side. There has been some tactical changes. We've seen the manager on the touchline talking. Evan! And Nice now seem to be in full flow. Cleared. Only as far as Baselli. Diop. Nice just getting to everything. Rodrigo again. Oh! Is he onside? He didn't look offside. He wasn't. Nice have turned this around. What a fixture. Oh, and it's 2-2. Claude Morris. What a game we've got in our hands here. 6.5 minutes to go. And it's 2-2. We're now back up the other end. 3.5 minutes to go with the 90. Nice in control. Alex backsticks. Alex Vale has scored. It's his first goal of the season. It's right back to left back. And it's a great goal. It's 3-2 Nice. 6 minutes added on. Awful corner. Less than 3 minutes of the additional to go. Strasbourg on the ball. Awful ball forward. Baselli great defending. Antonio to the keeper. Back to Nathan. Alex plays it to the cam. To Banani. Awful ball. Sissoko clears. Alex picks up the clearance. Back to Diop. Bedowie. Diop. Diop hits it. Oh, it's off the bar. And with 2 minutes left. It's not enough time. What a game that is. What a game that is from Nice. What a game of football we've witnessed. 1-0 down, 2-1 up. 2-2 to a 3-2 victory. That is brilliant. And Nice come away with a victory. They come away with the 3 points. And they will be happy with that. There's no doubt about that. That is fantastic. positive stuff there. That is wonderful stuff. So Baselli's out for the next French league game, which again doesn't hold any problems. We spoke about the depth of our team at the back, and it's solid. Now valued at double his price. Now worth nearly double. Second leg. Winner of this tie plays either Club Brugge or Manchester United in the semi-final. I'm annoyed with Rodrigo's manager because I'm happy with the way Rodrigo's lane's going at the end of the day. He's just unhappy that he's not playing up front. So Ten. Ooh, I don't know. Right, so what we're going to do from now, change that and change that. I'm going to take that off. Move that. We're going to change these.
You and I are beautiful, like falling stars. We fly like the dust on Mars, till one of us goes too far. I'm used to all the noise, I know you hate the sound, but we get above the clouds.
Couple lumps.
Yeah, we always find
Need
a
to
way
take these
out.
two off because they're not registered.
Bang a drum for me. Every fight always ends in pain.
And here we go. Second leg.
It could be clear as day. It just wouldn't be the same.
Finished the first leg 3-1. We just need to repeat, well, hopefully not concede, but, score them goals, see this this leg tie out. Craig Pawson's in charge for this one. Man United 2-0 up already inside 10 minutes. So that puts the game at 4-1 aggregate. So, Club Brugge now need to score 4 goals to get through to the final already. So that's going to be a tough challenge for them. We've got a free kick here in the 22nd minute. I imagine it's Rooney to take. It is. Always hit the post with it. He's got it back though on the clearance. Blocker, Selly to Debo, Mendy. Nearly a goal. We'll take the goal kick.
I wish I could predict the storm, but no one can. I'm thankful I'm what I am, with someone who understands. There's nothing in this world that don't put you above.
No.
praise. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. But the boys are 3-1 up on aggregate. You know, there's nothing wrong really being at 0-0. You're technically still 3-1 up from the first leg. And you know, you're now 3/4 of the way to going through to the semi-final, which we know is Manchester United. Focused on the ball, Jeremy squares it. The thing that I'm thinking here is how do we completely change the way we face United in terms of how we set ourselves up in terms of formation and stuff, or do we literally just go in as we are, play as we do, and back our natural game that's got us to this point? Because I think in one way you should do, because the players, one, know how to play it, and two, will United expect it? Or because if you give United too much respect, if we go in and say, look, we're going to set ourselves up so you've got as much as the ball as possible, you're asking to be demolished, really, because they'll hold the ball 65, 70% of the ball. You're going to be running around like an endless chicken trying to chase it, and then by the time you finish running around like an endless chicken, you're going to be knackered, and by then that's when they'll start penetrating the back line on the channels. You know, it's a catch-22. Or do you play out your skin, continue to back yourself, continue to try and do what you do that's got you to this point, and win the tie that way? Because I'd rather go out fighting than go out getting hammered 8-0 across 2 legs, with them having 70% possession on average over both. So two changes. Fitness wise, we look fine. I know it might absolutely drop off the cliff shortly, but the lads seem fine. I don't think we've really outdone ourselves, to be honest. Vanya with a great catch. We're looking at 13 minutes left. Yeah. Ball didn't have enough power on it, got caught out. Nearly ended up being 3-2 with 13 minutes to go. When I say it 3-2, you're probably looking at a completely different game altogether. And on the ball again. Turns his man nicely, saved. Offside? Yeah, offside. Thought it was. Sadiba, inside to the locker. Finds his man, finds Moffy. Out wide to Antonio. Ball in, and it's Moffy with the goal, and it's Moffy with just the extra nail in the coffin. The extra bash down. It's sealed, the game's done, it's 4-1 in aggregate. And we will see Manchester United in the next round. And depending on how bad that injury is, we may have to be forced to look at the way we do set ourselves up against Manchester United as well. See how bad this injury is. An extended additional time due to the injury, with an extra 4 minutes added on there, so it could be a bad one. Come at a bad time. When we're on the precipice of potentially 2 trophies, the last thing you want is one of your teammen getting injured, and he is. He's out for the rest of the season. Out of the French Cup, out of the Conference League final if we get there. He will not see Manchester United in the semi-final, and he probably won't play any Nice competitive football until season 3 in terms of context of the campaign as a manager, but season 2 with Nice in terms of our time and tenure here. But it's disappointing. It is disappointing. So now, really, when we talked about going into United, in a completely different formation. We're probably going to have to now because we won't have the personnel that will allow us to do it. We just won't, and that's fact. Unfortunately, Caselli is out. He's out injured, suspended. Created. It's created a wormhole of questions, and like Sanson's still got 3 weeks until he's back. You know, that's still a fair amount of time. That's why it's against another week because it's just scheduling again. You know, they do need a rest. They probably need a rest between Bordeaux and Lyon, and then it's Man United to back, PSG there, and PSG there, and PSG everywhere. And we're about to reach 100 games in management. Not 100th game with Nice, I believe, just that 100th game overall as a manager. Yep, so overall career, 99 games played with a win percentage of 56. We've won 56 of our games, drawn 17, lost 26. We've got a positive career goal difference of 65, and we've had 46 competitive games already with Nice. Which is interesting, and only 8 of those that we've lost. So, you know, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guaranteed, or 9 potentially if we get to the Conference League final yet to go with this season. So that's always fun. Normally, we haven't done this fair amount this season, but we'll go over to oh, if only Blades was here to see this. If only Blades was here to see this. We could laugh at this together. We could laugh at this together. So we finished mid-table with Ghent in our first season. Outrageous. So we had 328 days, and we finished in the second phase of the Pro League. We've won it. Yeah, interesting. I'm digressing. So yeah, can't believe that. That's hilarious. That is funny that they're now on the verge of being relegated after sacking me when I got them back into European football in terms of the qualification phase. I don't even know if they've had any money to spend. They're like £80 million in debt. They've not spent anything, but they've raked in over 10 million. That's mental. What a move we've got. You think about it, we've been lucky to come out of that, but then bag a job with Nice, and now we're in a position where we could be winning Silverware, finishing in a Champions League spot, and looking very nice. You're getting a new deal. Absolutely. Absolutely, you've been brilliant this season. Again, a player that actually does deserve a new deal. Nothing to I mean, yeah, he's started regularly this season, so it's 5 years on a fixed 35k a week, no yearly wage rise. We got rid of that. straight out. Does it then go up by 3.5k, so that would be 38.5. 3,850 on top of that the year after. That takes you over 40, so it'd be 4 point something. So it'd be nearly like 50-60k. Because it's 10% of his wage on the year end into the next year. So it's 35 currently, then it'd be 38, then it'd be early 40s, mid 40s, and it'd be nearly 50-60k by the time his contract's up for sort of looking at renewal, and then he's going to want more based on the yearly wage rise that he's had. He's sort of giving himself a bonus when probably he doesn't actually deserve it if he's played like shit. Which I think when I look at myself when I play this game and other saves that I've done, that's actually probably a big reason as to why I don't have as much wages when it comes to players' contracts, because projected for the year after, it's added all the bonuses, the percentage is on already. You're stitching yourself up before you even get to that point of France.
Just punched it. It's so big. Gone a little bit over when I intended to stop, but nothing new there. When I get into the swing of it, I can't bring myself to stop. I enjoy playing it. I do enjoy playing it, and this is why they end up being super long streams, because I do just enjoy playing it. Like right now, I'd love to just finish the save because I'm excited to see how we get on against the likes of United, and that is not good. That is not good. That could be the difference. That could be the difference. When your top goal scorer in all competitions gets injured, then he has to come off. You know, it's not what you want to see. Mendy. Awful ball. That's not Ben Mendy, that's Antonio Mendy. There's Benjamin Mendy. Boga. Back to Debo. I'm hoping it's onside because that ball and that finish was very nice. Get it in. That's beautiful. That was lovely. Really, what can you do with it? Nice passing again. Good ball there. I'm not too displeased about it. I'm fine with that because that's our right back. Don't forget that's filling in at centre mid because of the injuries that we've got there. So I won't expect him to score. I'm on the wrong thing, that's why. Right, can't do that. Oh, we scored again. Boga with the goal. We'll have a quick look at this once it comes up. Yeah, confirm those changes. Right, let's just look at Jeremy Boga's goal. Play to his centre out wide to him on the left. He's cutting inside again and he's, yeah. Jeremy, very Boga-esque, that one. Very Boga. Nice throwing. We're on the ball here, going forward. Play it back to Debo. Ball over to Rooney. Saved and cleared. Rooney in swinging, or out swinger, sorry, in terms of the position of the keeper. Nothing from it though as we edge towards half time, and Bordeaux yet to have a shot. Oh, there you go, just before half time they had a shot. Commentator's curse. That sneeze really wants to do me head in. I can feel it. It's irritating my nostril. Rooney. Very much in control of the fixture. There's no ooh, that was close. I was gonna say they don't look like challenging us. Right, and we didn't even see the one shot they did have as a highlight. So we don't really know what happened with that either. And to prevent the risk of Todibo being sent off, he might be suspended already because of his yellow card count. I'm not too sure, but don't want to get sent off either way, so we'll take him off. Alex heads it to the keeper, lovely header, lovely defensive header. Calm, cool, collected, aware of his surroundings. As he looks to drive through the middle, which he will do, he's been given the space to do so. Antonio Mendy on the right hand side. Ball on the floor, is it a penalty? No, nothing given. To Boga, to Alex, back to Boga, who gets his second of the game, and it's another great finish. It's his 14th goal of the season, and it is a cluster mass. It is a cluster mass. Evan through. Oof. Wanted a goal of his own there. Wouldn't have blamed him. Alex out swinging corner, keeper catches it, no problem. 7 minutes to go. Just want to thank Bordeaux for attending, really. Thanks for showing up and making the fixture possible. But it's 3-0. It's 3 points, and it's on to the next. It's phenomenal stuff, really. Only out for 2 weeks. We've qualified for the Conference League now. We've got enough points, which is nice, but we could easily end up in the Champions League. There's nothing to... Oh, look at that. Finished the month full green. First time since February. October we saw that. So how many league games we got left? 1, 2, 4 league games left. That's 12 points. Yeah, okay, I understand that. So it's Leon next, we're in 7th. It's the double against Man United. Moffy is out for 2 weeks starting today, so that's 1 week. That's 2 weeks. So we're back to the second leg of the Conference League semi-final. Back to PSG as well. I reckon we play until we finish the season. I mean, he's not out of the hole. You know. going to miss the first leg if we can keep it, you know, to a reasonable. Oh, we qualified for the Europa League now, so that's good. Europa League qualification has now been confirmed, which is nice. No, it's just getting these games ticked off, I think, now. I think where we finish is right. Top 4, should finish top 4. No reason why we shouldn't finish top 4. We've been a really good side this season. Yeah, we deserve it. Just can't believe we got them in the semi-final. I'd just preferred it if we'd have got them in the final and just avoided them at all costs, because then anything's possible in a final. It's a 90 minute to 100 and 20-minute one off with the potential for penalties. Like, but over 2 legs it becomes more difficult. And I think you could use, in terms of the French Cup, we could use the league game against PSG as a scouting potential to have a look and see if there's a way we can play to break them down and how not to play in terms of if we get beat by them. So if we're going with the system that we have now and we get beaten, okay, can we change it? Is there a way that we can make sure this doesn't happen again? There's no point in going into a game with the system that you've got, the formation at least, going in there, get beat. Well, there's no point in playing them again and getting beat, is there? Right, the ops back. Which is always good to see. Sally is also back. I love to see that. That brings happy feelings. Moffy playing the bench. I mean, he's going to be back in 6 games. Yeah, nothing really to worry about at all. Nothing to worry about there at all. Right, he misses Man United in the league, in the Conference League, sorry. But if we can keep it to a 1-goal difference, I'll be happy. If we're winning, I won't win by more, but in terms of drawing to losing side of the tie, or the first leg anyway of the tie, I'd like to keep it within a goal deficit. Or within a goal. However you want to look at it. Benjamin Mendy with a throw-in. Big throw-in over to Evan. Pass it back to Mendy. Mendy with a floated ball in. You've catches it. No issue there for Lopez. No issue at all. Booted forward. Selly finds Diop. Diop out to Boga. Jeremy down the left-hand side now. Plays it back to Benjamin Mendy. Inside now, back to Boga. Floated ball in. Diop's there. Headed to Evan. Evan heads it to the keeper. Evan to keeper. Still no. Let's go. Can't see his name because the advertising board has covered it. I won't be able to pronounce it anyway. Rachiha. It's gone all the way to Rihan Cherky. Chicky. Tarky. I don't know. But they're 1-0 up. Nearly 2-0. That could have led to sour grapes early doors.
Yeah, I'm restless, so give me something to do. Yeah, I can't stay here because I need to dance. Just
So I believe we don't drop out of the top 7 now. But there is a chance we can fall out of the Champions League spot. There's some subtle changes to the instructions. Oh, okay. VAR penalty review. Nice one. No penalty. Let's go. Lego. We got VAR. They know what they're talking about. It's Leon again on the ball. All highlight seems full Leon's way. Like wins the ball. Can we do something with it? Oh, we may have missed a goal. Unsure if it's going to be allowed. If it is, we'll have to look back at the replay. That was right, okay. Yeah, we'll proceed with the change. I still think it's important. But we'll have a look at the goal. Mendy on the right hand side. Ball in, just tapped in by the cam. With the wrong feedback to give that. We want to encourage because we want to win this game. Why? We want to win this game. Take this weekend. Continue to affirm our Champions League position. We have a corner. Headed clear. Ball back in. Over out to Diop. Left footed opportunity. Side netting. 20 minutes to go.
Call back? Do you ever pick up on that phone? Stop pretending I don't know you're home. I guess not. Do you ever respond? Explain it all again. Tell me why you
Couple of changes.
be friends. I guess not. Baby, no, I don't wanna go. You know how much I hate sleeping alone. I can never make it on my own.
Right, good the ball. Oh, I thought it was going to go in. Genuinely thought that was going to go in. I'll take a draw with the position that we're in with the players that we've not got. I'll take a draw. Right, so undefeated in April, so we could potentially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games around May to June time. I'm going to leave that there for tonight. Thank you for joining me as always. It's been a pleasure. I hope those that may watch this series in the future, thank you for watching the video. Please still like, comment and subscribe. It'd be great to know how you guys find this series, what you think about it, especially at the early stages. You know, this is something that's going to carry on until it's completed.
I do want to complete it. I think it'll be interesting to see how long it takes. I definitely don't think we should give up on it, because I've got to try and win 8 different league titles, excuse me, and 8 different top domestic trophies, along with we still need a national job. You know, we do still need an international job, which, you know, you sort of have to wait every 2 years to get, especially for European jobs. You know, if you want a European job, you've got to wait for every World Cup, every Euro. So, you know, the next World Cup's not until after the 25-26 season. England's nigh on impossible because they've just won the Euros with Southgate. So unless he has a really bad World Cup, you know, you ain't touching grass with the England side. Could we win anything with England? Possibly. You know, it's not impossible. They've got a really good side. You know, some of the players are getting older. Like, you think that these players are going to be a year or 2 older by the time the World Cup's been and gone. But you still have experienced heads. I'd love to manage England and go on and win the Euros and the World Cup with them. Maybe it's England that we try and do it with, just because it'd be nice to tick off those 2 with England. It'd be, you know, there'd be a greater satisfaction. I think it'd be satisfactory with any side because it's still a challenge. Because you've got to try and win it, and if you don't, you've got to wait 4 years for the next one. You don't win the Euros, you've got to wait 4 years. You don't win the World Cup, you've got to wait. So you constantly get, and that is harder than any. You know, you get every year you get a chance at your league, every year you get a chance at your domestic trophy, every year you get a chance at the UEFA competitions. But international competitions, especially the Euros and the World Cup, once every 4 years, and that is a challenge in itself. And you know, they could be, depending on whether or not you get an international job, they could be the last 2 to do. As I say, that's it from me, guys. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning or night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Peace.